Welcome. Welcome to Sunday Night Live. No Bob Joyce. I hope everybody's had a great weekend. And let's just wait and see if we get anybody on here. I'm early tonight. Hello, Yoakum. Yeah, and before you ask, yes, I got my socks on. And people, tomorrow is the 3rd. I gotta make a road trip sometime tomorrow. Also, the Senate goes back to work tomorrow, Monday. And I don't know what I'm going to do for food, people, because of those stupid Democrats. They blaming Trump. Trump didn't shut the government down. Some of you believe it. He's at fault, but he's not. And I've been watching videos today. Like I say, since some of you probably new here, let me tell you something about me. I'm 70 plus years old. I had 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, back problems. I'm single, live in Indiana, the USA. Wildcat is underneath this blanket. He's been doing that off and on all day. And he'll stay there all night. He's between my legs. She's being comfortable. Outside cats, well, a couple of them didn't show up. Hello, Carmen. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me tonight, this Sunday. Like I say, I'm 70 plus. You know, you all people here on my YouTube channel is very smart, got good YouTube channel, got good content. Right now, there's 15 people on. Yes, he did. Yes, Jesus died for us. By me being 70 plus years old, people, I'm bored. Now, I do that every once in a while. It's just old age. And I'm bored. I'm not smart like some of you people that got YouTube. I live in the country. And, I like living where I'm. Hello, grandson. Welcome back. Everybody, the rules is you be polite, you be nice, no cussing, no arguing. I miss you too. How many subs? I think now I'm up to 600 and something. I didn't check it, before I came live. But 600 and something. I need about 300 and maybe 340 from what YouTube says. I need about 340 more subs before I can get monetized. before I get any money coming in. But since tomorrow, thank you for the hearts. Since tomorrow's payday, gotta go to the bank, Tractor Supply, and spend close to about $50. I gotta buy at least 2 bags of cat food. They call it multiple cats. It's 44-pound bags of cat food. You get it at Tractor Supply. Okay, I should get an email, but Carmen, and sometimes I don't get emails. But since I do watch a whole lot of videos, and maybe some YouTubers don't have that many subscribers, I will subscribe to them. Because that's what God wants me to do. And, I also forgot to mention, I'm on a fixed income. Right now, my house is a mess. I've been working what I'm able to do. Then I have to take a break. And let me take it out. I can show you my bedroom if I figure out how to do this. There's my TV, my dresser. There's my picture window in the bedroom. There's that. There's behind me. That's okay. That's what I want to know. It's questions and answers. That's how I learn. I'm trying to help you all out. And here's the lights. It could be red. It could be green. It could be all different colors. And there's only so much this old man can do. And you people that's in my YouTube family, you know people who have heart attacks and strokes. And you know the people who have heart attacks and strokes, you know what they can do and what they can't do. And also, I want to tell you all, once I get monetized, there will be no memberships. Yes, I could use the money, but my content's not that good, so there'll be no memberships. Like I said, I could use the money. Peace. Thank you for the red hearts. And, it's hard living on around, hello, 709. Saw you, what was it, last night on Austin's YouTube channel. But for some reason, Jim don't get back. Oh, he was? I must missed it. It could have been when I was taking my bath and I took my medicine, so I don't have to take my medicine later. Oh, okay. Yeah, I am on early tonight. Usually, people are so used to me And, usually people, I do a church. Hello, and add a question and answer sticker. Man, it just popped up. And I'm not getting enough views with Bob Joyce, 10 to 25 every Sunday. And I know there's more than 25 people on this planet that believes in God or Jesus. No matter if you're a Muslim, Buddhist, Christian, Catholic, you know, you know, but I don't get down on religion. And since I'm on YouTube tonight instead of Prison Live Studio, and that's one thing I don't understand about YouTube. When I get off, usually it takes a while it upload for some reason. I don't understand that.
Unknown medical, 2501 West St. Joe Road, repeating, Tri-County BMS, Tri-County Fire Department, respond to your District 1. And unknown medical, 2501 West St. Joe Road, your 10 out, 1936.
But, I feel sorry for us old people. I feel sorry for us old people and the ones that's on food stamps. I feel sorry for us. And I know you all seen on the news that the Democrats is blaming Trump. Trump didn't shut down. It was the Senate that shut down our government. As I told you all, I am a Democrat, but it makes me mad the way they treating us American people. It makes me mad. And, like we use ICE to deport people. All they have to do, the government and the president has to do, is cut out food stamps, cut it all out, and not give them any money or Section 8. Then they would go back to Mexico. That's all they have to do. I believe if they would cut the money out and the free credit cards, you people say, what do you mean credit cards? In case you all don't know it, I know it for a fact because I've seen it with my 2 eyes, or 4 eyes, that any illegals that comes here to the United States, they get a credit card or a debit card, whatever you call it, with $15,000 on it. All them illegals has to do is call that 800 number and a password. They got $15,000. They can use it however they want. People, I want to know where's yours and my $15,000 credit card. Where's our new car? Where our free rent, our free house payment? Where's ours? Yours and mine. We worked hard for our money. And I feel sorry. Hello, look who's smart. That's a good one. Welcome to my channel, Look Who's Smart. What I'm mad about, your ladies that use wick. I feel sorry for you. You know, people knows if you got babies, and some of you people, it helps the women with the newborns on baby formula. I'm trying to remember. It's been 30 plus years ago since my kids was on WIC. And you see what baby formula costs? I don't see how anybody can afford babies in this day and time. And I don't see how we could do it. People, what we need to do, I don't know in your state if you got Amish people. We need to take a look at the Amish people. See how they live, how they store their food, and grow their food, can their food. You know, we need something like that. And they cook their food on an old stove, wood stove. They heat their house with wood stove. They use oil lamps for lights. Some of the Amish might have generators and stuff like that, but we can learn from the Amish people. They don't get sick like we do. Because our babies here in the United States, they have to have shots where the Amish people don't, and they don't get nothing like we do. They know the right food to eat. They're healthier than we are. I know some Amish people. And if you know any Amish people, they do sell cookbooks and other books, you know, that make you feel better, to cook and how to can, you know, stuff like that. We need to take a lesson from the Amish people. Because I live like an Amish person. The horse and buggy kind of seem okay. Living without a TV, a radio, or a cell phone, I don't think I could do that. Hello, Annie. Hi, my friend. Welcome. And, you know, but the Amish is pretty good people. The ones I know. They don't get in trouble like we do. We don't get drunk driving. We don't get abused and so on. Like the Amish people, when they get married, because I watch videos that somebody is filming, they stay married until they die. They don't believe in birth control. Some of them, hello Josh, how you doing? You know, they got a bunch of kids. Maybe I would fit in the Amish community when I was young, because I got more kids than some of the one Amish family. But I'm doing just fine. I took my medicine, had meatloaf and mashed potatoes tonight. My son fixed a meatloaf, which that tastes a whole lot better. But I like to have a meatloaf like my mother used to fix, with onions and everything else you put in it. My son don't put onions in it. I said, you should try some onions. I'll make half of it with onions and, eggs and Phoenix. That reminds me some of the YouTube channels I watch. It's military, and Phoenix is either a sniper or A-10 pilot. I like YouTube channels like that, plus HOA stories. Hello, how you doing? How's your kitty cat and dogs doing tonight? Wildcat is underneath the blanket. you know, she either got to take her paw and hit me or scratch on the blanket, and I raise the blanket up. She gets in. Well, thank you for your service. I guess you did, since you was in the Army, did you go to Fort Knox? Because I got a friend I went to school with. He retired from the Army over 20 some odd years. He retired from the Army. And Fort Knox, what was it, last week? Maybe last weekend? They had a get together, I think, or something. I can't remember. I slept since then. And he was a sergeant, but I forget what rank of a sergeant. Maybe staff sergeant or something. Then he went in the reserves, and he was stationed at a reserve center in Jeffersonville, Indiana, down there by Kitchen Compact. Then he moved to Harrison County, and I think he went to work in Harrison County reserves, and he finally retired. I got a stepson. He's in the Army in, I guess, Washington State. Maybe I might be in the wrong direction. He's a helicopter mechanic. And that's what he does, which I think he's been in the Army ever since he got out of high school. I guess maybe, I think he might be in there 8 to 10 years right now. So it sounds like he's gonna make 20 plus years out of it. You get if you're on base, you get to eat. You got a place to sleep. And all this. He's divorced because his wife was a two-timer. But you younger people, you might want to think when you graduate, or you can look at it now, go in the military. You might want to be a jet pilot, helicopter pilot, an MP, a lawyer, a nurse, a doctor. If you can't afford to go to college to do any of that, you might want to think of the military. You have to give the military some more time. If you want to be a lawyer, then you can become a member of JAG. You remember the TV show JAG of Harm and I forget the other people at JAG. You can become an MP. They used to, years ago, the MP had to go to the FBI Academy. If that's still true today, I'm hoping there's some military MPs on here. I'd say I'm going back 15 plus years ago. Then maybe oh, sorry for that. One of my classmates, he's dead. He was in the Air Force, and his wife died on him. I think she drowned in a bathtub or had a seizure in the bathtub. And he was in the Air Force. Another classmate was in the Navy. Another classmate was in the Marine Corps. And he died of Agent Orange. Knock on wood, I didn't get Agent Orange. My brother did, the a-hole, but the armed forces, a good place to get in the field. Maybe you're into computers. I think that armed forces got programs for computers. And if you can't afford to go to college, people, your parents don't have the money, student loans and stuff like that, you're going to have to pay back. But some of your student loans, that's $100,000, it's going to be hard to pay back. But you can go in I'm not pushing to you to go in the military. I just want you to look at it. See what they offer. Thank you for the hearts. I just want you to look at it. Maybe you want to be a doctor. Well, the military will pay for you to go to college to be a doctor and a lawyer and so on. That way you'll be an officer when you graduate. Hello, Quinn McNugget. How you doing? Welcome tonight. I'm usually on at 9 or 10 o'clock, but usually on Sundays, I do a Bob Joyce church video. And I wasn't getting that many views. I'm doing okay at my old age, Trying to figure out on the food stamps deal, how am I going to survive? Because the Social Security I get, people, I get around $900 a month. The time I pay all my bills, I don't have any extra money to spend around $200 on food. That's just for me and my cats. I just don't have the extra funds, but the food stamps does help us old people out and disabled people that can't work. And like I said, I feel sorry for your ladies. It's on WIC. I feel sorry for you. How are you going to feed your newborn babies unless you're breastfeeding them? Another thing you people don't know. Food stamps. You get those food stamps and cash. I found out the other day, on the 1st, I found out that the people who get the cash with the food stamps is if they got children under 18 years old. That meat wagon going to the Circle K in Charlestown at Market and Highway 403. What I don't like about it, people, I think it's discrimination. Like I said, I'm 70 plus years old. All I get is food stamp. But if you got kids under 18, you get money. That's discrimination because I'm not a female and I don't have kids. That's discrimination. You all can go back years ago, maybe 15, 20 years ago. Hello, screen. Yeah, I know you're back. You behave yourself tonight, or you will be put in timeout or kicked off the channel. I'm warning you in advance. Behave yourself. And to me, that's discrimination. I could use the money, like the women, I could use that to help buy cat food and other stuff that I need. But the government is discriminating against us men because we don't have kids. That you all know who gets food stamps. You know, there's food stamps and there's cash. And the reason that, yeah, that's true. That's true. That is very true. But, you know, well, I'm talking about, food stamps, plus people who's on food stamps who have kids under 18 get what they call cash included to it. But this shutdown, Mel and I, okay. Okay, I'm sorry I'm names people. I've seen all kinds of strange names on here. It's hard to pronounce. Forgive this old man of 70 plus years old. This is what, November? I got a birthday coming up. I don't know. I don't know. All my kids is growing. They're all over 30 years old. Oh, that's it, over 25 years old. And I don't know how I'm going to survive. Bless you too there, blah, 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 blah. Nobody's perfect. Okay, Mel, that'd be good enough. Well, with God's help, I will find my path. I got faith in the God. Scream, I'm 70 plus. I'm 70 plus. I'm not going to tell you exact age because people can steal your ID and can ruin you. I had that happen a few times. It takes years to straighten everything out. No, you older. I'm not going to say how old I am, but I'm in my 70s. I got a birthday coming up around Christmas time. What I want for Christmas, people, and my birthday, I wanted to get 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. That's the best Christmas present I can get. 1854, I'll be over 100 years old. No, I'm close. I ain't going to tell you what year. But it's close because 54 puts it in the Korean War, The 50s puts it in the Korean War. You know, if you watch MASH with Klinger and Potter and all that, that was during the Korean War. Okay. Okay. Mel, get a piece of paper. You other people get a piece of paper. I'm going to give you my post office box I had probably 10 years. Yeah, I was on Prism Live Studio last time, but I'm on something else. Is my name, Tom Cartwright, at Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, zip code 47111. Let me give you my post office box again, people. It's Tom Cartwright at Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. Well, yes, they're sitting back there in the background. Because I asked them to just sit in the background and hunt for certain people. Hello, Joanne. And Joanne, if you see that screen, he's the one that giving me problems last night. Him and a bunch of other. Yeah, he was a troublemaker last night. And I told 709 and all this, but I know I'm on here early tonight. Some people ask me, not this time you haven't. I'm waiting for the other guy to get in here where you two will start arguing with each other. As my YouTube channel people, there's no arguing, no fighting, no sexual harassment, not putting anybody down, no hate crimes, you know. My moderators is strict. Okay, the zip code, Mel, is 47111. The zip code, 47111. You know. And that's my zip code. 47111 is the zip code for Charlestown, Indiana. If anybody would like to send gift cards for my kitty cats, you can do it by using my post office box. Like tomorrow, I'm going to Tractor Supply. You can go to Tractor Supply, people. Looked up on their website, dry cat food, multiple cats. It's in a big white bag, 44-pound bag of cat food. And it's around 20, somewhere between $20 and $25. You got to remember, people, Indiana is a 7% sales tax. I got the money for the sales tax. That's nothing because I always got change in there. But tomorrow, I know it's going to hurt my budget, but I have to do that. I'm going to buy 2 44-pound bags of cat food. And also,
Respond District 3 for an accident, unknown injury, 303 Main Street, repeating Charlestown Fire Department. Respond District 3 for an accident, unknown injury, 303 Main Street. Your time out 20 and 4.
well, they got an accident there in Charlestown, people, on Main Street in Charlestown. That's the main street that goes past 50 PD the square, uh, city hall, and barber shop, insurance office, Mason Lodge 226, and stuff like that. And I hate to get out with night. It'd be sometime at the end of the month. It's Light Up Charlestown. It's on the square. They got a gazebo. They got like TV monitors. Maybe it's LED. They have videos. They play music. I know. They're starting to die out because I'm doing more work, Instead of once a week sweeping and vacuuming, mopping, I'm doing it twice a week. And doing more work on the cat boxes. And I always, been having Hello. Hello, Kathy. Let me turn you around. See, there's Kathy. That's Kathy. But man, house chores, it's impossible for me to do it every day. Yeah, she is a pretty cat. That is Margaret's second litter. And Alexi, she looks like Wildcat. That's Alexi's aunt. There was Nancy. She passed away this year. I lose a whole lot of kitty cats. I've lost 2 outside mama cats. But their mama, the outside mama, she died in the house, in the bathroom, in the clothes basket. It'd be a year next month. And she was a heck of a mama cat. Mama cats, everyone's not the same. But Mama Blackie was like Mama Tina. Mama Tina was a Siamese cat. She would take care of anybody's babies that we had in the house. Mama Blackie, she took care of her daughters, took care of her grandkids, and took care. Hello, Mr. Quasin. Sorry. Q-A-R-I, blah, 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 blah. Q-A-R-S-I-M. Sorry if I get your name wrong, my friend. And I love kitty cats. And Mel in here, she has cats. Well, the first time it might get your comment deleted. The second time you get in timeout, it's about 30 minutes, I think. The third time you get banned. It depends what you say. If I ban you for something, you'd be in timeout for 30 minutes. My other moderators is pretty nice. But I've sent them emails. They're going to have to start cracking down because certain people that was in here last night. Because I don't, that's how come when I start, I don't know, he's probably sleeping. He's in his 30s. He's on disability. And he got arthritis so bad he can't even work. The doctor says he can't work, and nobody will hire him because he got arthritis so bad, people. If you remember biology class or health class, you got a spine, and on the spine, you got spurs like needles. And he takes muscle relaxers and other medicine. He sleeps most of the time. He's a better cook than I am. He doesn't pay me any rent. Well, if you get banned from my YouTube channel, that means you can't come back on here unless me or my moderators unblock you. Everybody's welcome on my YouTube. I don't care how old you are, but I know it's not made for children under 18 years old. But I have learned, and other old people have learned from the younger people about computers, cell phones. I want to thank them younger people. They gave me some ideas for a YouTube channel. They gave me some ideas that I can play games on my cell phone. I thank them for it. He got something, Mel. There's a shot he takes. It's like a diabetes, the needle's real small. He takes every other week. You have to keep it in the icebox. I don't know what it is. Oh. I guess you call that. I'm going to have to spell that. The product is, ADALLMUMAB. Adlin, whatever. Let me show you. It's hard for me to see. That's what he takes every other week. And it's delivered by UPS. It comes in a box with insulation, with frozen packets. It's like ice. It has to be cold. I know it is. I know it is. The product is HUMIRA, whatever the heck that is. Read the medication guide to come add you before you start taking it. I keep it next to me. I can't remember. I take about 10 to 15 pills. I take blood pressure medicine. I take cholesterol medicine, sugar medicine, aspirin. I can't remember half of them. I will go see the family doctor in December after my birthday. And that's one thing I miss about my mother and my father. Since my birthday is close to Christmas, I always got my birthday presents on Christmas. It was cheaper. And I got a birthday cake on my birthday, a chocolate cake. And I miss my mom's cooking. My mom died either 16 or 17, I forget which year. I can't remember, unless I write everything down. She was 101 years old. Dad died in April of '92. When it comes February, that's the month that Mom passed away. But Dad passed away in April of '92. He was, let's see, 82. He was about 70 some odd years old when he passed away. And I've told you in the video last night, people, I'm adopted. I found out my adoptive parents back 71, 72 years. My blood pressure, my heart attacks comes on my father's side of the family. Thanks to God, people, I outlived everyone on my father's side of the family. They either died of a heart attack or a stroke between 60 and 65 years. I was dreading when I was getting close to between 60 and 65, I was worrying about kicking the bucket. When I hit 70, people, I thank God for letting me live this long. But as this angel told me, one of my wives, who was a deaf mute, we had 4 kids, all girls. She had golden hair when she came back as an angel. She could talk, she could hear when she came back as an angel. And she told me, you all might think I'm crazy, but there is angels out there. If you believe in God, there is angels. She said, Tom, you need to go back. It's not time for you to die. God has something special for you. I believe that's how come I'm living as long as I am. When I fell off of the porch 7 to 8 weeks ago and didn't break nothing and fell 4 feet backwards on my back and hit the ground, God saved me. No broken bones, no concussion, no bleeding from my head. The doctor says I was lucky. I told him, I said, I believe in God and I thank God for saving me. I know there's people that don't believe in Jesus and God. But if you believe in God or you don't believe, hello. No, it's a true story. LM32-J5F. It's a true story. It's not a fake story. Well, where did it happen? It happened at my mother's house when I live in Charlestown. Sometimes I have problems breathing. I believe I quit breathing, is what I believe. I can't remember that. Probably the 80s and 90s, somewhere, I don't know. 2000? That's too long ago, but it's a true story. One time I quit breathing. Mel, could be 40 years ago. I don't know. I was taking care of my mom back there then. I quit breathing one time. You know, And that's your first warning. The second time, you be barred from the channel. You got to believe in your dreams, people. You have to believe in your dream. Hey, Mel, after I get off, that way I can remember when I close down for the night, send me a message. And maybe you want to be a moderator, you know. I probably, you want to be a moderator right now, Mel?
Keeping it a secret is worse. Nothing happened. I know it's hard to say it out loud.
And Mel, you want to be a moderator?
What you said last night, I'm sure you want to just forget.
Let's see, where is it? Go back.
I know this is hard. The men that took you, and we want to find out who killed them.
You're a standard moderator. I made you a...
I'm sorry this happened to you. It is not your fault. And you're here to listen.
I hope you don't mind, Mel, that I made you a standard moderator. You're a standard moderator. You can put in timeout, delete the message, stuff like that. That's how I'm starting everybody out. I made a mistake by starting out, letting them know, like me as a moderator. I made them number one, but no more. I start everybody out at the standard moderator. Back maybe early this year or last year, I had a computer hacker in here. And that computer hacker had 4 or 5 different YouTube names. And what the idiot, I told him, if I do certain thing, I want you to put in a timeout. That idiot said, I'm not going to do what you want me to do. Well, like, you saw Joanne in here, there's Sherry. They kept putting them in timeout, timeout, timeout. Oh, okay. That's why I'm on where I'm at tonight. Because on Prison Live Studio, I can't do that. But the next time he pops in there and acts like that, it's 30 minutes or more. Now, I'm not going to put up with it. I know there's trolls that comes in here. Mel, meet Joanne. She been on here, I guess, about a year. 709. There's 2 moderators. There's Sherry. She's on the sick list. And I think her sisters, there's 3 of them that don't show up that much. That's okay. I know they're busy. I said I wasn't going to add. Hey, Joanne, if you go to Mel's YouTube channel, you'll like it. She has kitty cats. And, well, she's down, I think, to one cat now. But she also got two dogs. Them dogs and cats got along real good. And there's a video she got of a cat tree. And I guess it's the pine cat tree, I guess, for what she said. I could be wrong. And one cat was on the top tier while the other cat, they were swatting each other. But them cat trees is real, is I guarantee you people, animals is funny. I warn you people, behave yourself. The next time somebody screwed up, like I said, my moderators will start you out on the low timeout. I decided to give you 10 minutes timeout. Usually what I do is make it 30 minutes timeout the first time. I'll be nice tonight. After what I went through last night, I'm not going to push it. You know, I try to keep respect for you all. When I go to people's YouTube channel, I respect their YouTube channel. I'm nice. I'm from Indiana, southern Indiana. I'm about 25. I used to be a truck driver. Had my own rig. I used to pull for Perkins Furniture Company, you know, office equipment, home furniture, stuff like that. I had a old 67 white 250 Cummins 10-speed. I'm just the owner of this YouTube. I am in mods and a few other YouTube channels. You know, I want to thank those guys or ladies that made me moderators because they know how I run my YouTube channel. And I won't put up with no bull crap. You know, there's another moderator. You don't see him in the chat, but he sits back. He sits back and watches it. But I try to keep everything rated PG. That's how come at the beginning, people, I tell you that I had 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, this and that. You people know that people who had heart attacks and strokes is not supposed to get upset. If they get upset, they could die. And if I was to die, you say, well, I didn't know. And, you know, that's how come I put it on here. Because you cannot say I did not tell you I had 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure. You can't use that excuse. And as the law states, if you cause somebody to have a heart attack and they die, you can either be charged with manslaughter or murder. And I fed my cats. I mopped the kitchen floor, vacuumed a little bit. You know, after I sweep the floor, then I vacuum it, clean the cat boxes out here in the bedroom. tomorrow I got work on the living room cat box. I love kitty cats. Sometimes they act like kids and they're terrible too. I'm doing fine, Jacob. Yeah, I'm a Pepsi survivor. Uh, See, I got Pepsi Zero in here. I can't say. I do help 5-0 out. I ain't gonna say in what way. Well, I've been cleaning the house a little bit and shave since tomorrow's payday. I gotta go to the Tractor Supply and get two 44-pound bags of cat food and pellets. You people that lives on the farm knows about those horse pellets. I guess they call it bedding. It smells like pine. I use that for cat litter. I don't have to put that much in a litter box, but to get kitty cats started to use the horse pellets, you sprinkle some cat litter in it on the horse pellets. That way they know the smell of, the horse pellets and the cat litter. After they start using it, the next time you clean it out, you don't have to put cat litter in it. Somebody gave me a bag of that looked like rock cat litter. I can't complain. It was given to me to help out. But when those horse pellets turn to sawdust, you can take them. You don't ask if anybody's a police officer. That's not allowed. There is 5-0 on people's YouTube channel. That is not allowed. I don't, you have your verbal warning.
It's a camera, Wi-Fi enabled. It's been transmitting video since it was installed. Ladies and gentlemen, where do you use your laptop? Right below that lamp. Didn't you look at classified information on the laptop? It's more than that. All the classified documents my security clearance grants me access to are available through my encrypted DoD account. Okay, I don't think that camera was meant for your screen. I think it was meant for the keyboard.
Thank you, Jacob. I'm here. I'm here. I'm 70 plus years old. I don't have nothing to do. But God told me to do a YouTube channel. And I do have police officers on here. And I won't tell you who they are. They're on here for a reason. But we're not allowed to ask, are you a police officer? This and that. Like, okay, Jacob, take it easy. Don't work too hard in the morning. And bless you, Jacob. But like I said, people, in my past videos, I don't care if you're a felon or whatever. It's not up for me to judge. It's not up to me to judge you. It's up to God to judge you. He's the judge, the jury, the prosecutor, the police officer, your public defender. He has the right to charge you. Everybody deserves a second chance. Yeah, I'm kind of religious, but I watch my church service on TV. You know, I try to save gas. I try to save wear and tear on my car. I watch it on TV. But there's people that goes to church. As soon as they walk out them church doors, they turn and go back to the devil. And I believe in him. God's still reaching out for your people. God hasn't given up on you no matter what you did. You all saw months ago when Charlie Kirk got murdered. His wife forgave that guy that killed her husband because that's what God wanted. God will make the judgment on that guy who killed Charlie Kirk. I've been watching his shows on TV and some YouTube videos about him. I like Charlie Kirk. He was a great person. And like your younger people, it's up to you all younger people. Peaceful. Not fighting, no shooting, peaceful. It's up to you because one day your younger people going to be my age. It's up to you to correct the problems that we have now. It's up to your younger people to correct everything peaceful. No fighting, no writing letters, no shooting people, threatening to kill people. You do it peaceful. You can talk about it on your YouTube channel, what you like to see change. This and that. Like when I was under 18, when I started driving I started driving cars when I was 12 years old. Back there then, the cops really didn't care. If gasoline went up 1 penny or 2 pennies, we complained. It went back down the next day. But today's time, if gas goes up 30 or 50 cents a gallon, nobody complains about it. I do on my YouTube channel. But I know you people need to work. You have to pay bills. You have to pay your rent, your house payment. You need the money. You need to buy food for your family. But if all Americans would get together, start complaining about the gas prices, people here in the United States, I know here in Indiana, oil wells where they pump the oil out of the ground is shut down. It's probably like it in other parts of the United States. They're not pumping the oil. It's up to your younger people. Start complaining. Put it on your YouTube channel. On Facebook, I don't like them because they violate your First Amendment rights. That's what I like about YouTube and Twitch. Or X. They let you do your First Amendment right to a certain length. When you threaten to kill somebody, that's not a First Amendment right. That's a no-no. When you protest, that's your freedom of speech, as long as you do it peaceful. No riot, no breaking windows, no burning cars, stuff like that. Peaceful. That's that's what I want your younger generations. You're going to be at the age when you retire, whenever that'll be. It's time for you to start helping us out for you when you get our age. It's time for your younger generation to start speaking up to your congressman, your senators, your president. But you do it peaceful. No threatening, peaceful. And also, if you can find things that's made in America, buy American made stuff. Like you used to go to Sears and Roebuck, buy craftsman's tools. It was made in America. Now where craftsman tools is made, China. It's made in China. And you younger generation that's computer and cell phone people know. Where is the computers made? Well, like most of the cell phones, I believe, is made in China. It's time to start buying American stuff. Even some of the clothes we buy is not American made. But I have learned and done my homework. The American flag is made in the United States. So it's American made. Like there's some cars, pickup trucks, SUV, it's made in the United States. Like there's 2 Ford plants in Louisville, Kentucky. There's a truck plant and a car plant. Then you got Toyota. It has a plant in Kentucky. Buy America. That's what I want you younger people to do. Buy American stuff if you can. Why should we support China and all these other countries? We can learn from the... I know, he told me. I knew she was remodeling her house. She been sick. She had the flu bug. I know that. Because 709 and me been talking back and forth. And it surprised me, but I ain't going to, emails is okay, but I was surprised, But I want to think I didn't know that was even possible, 709, if you on here. I didn't know that. But, because I knew Joanne's landline and cell phone number and all this. I knew that because she told me through an email. And, I get worried about Joanne. Sherry. I miss her sisters on here. I can't even remember her sister's name. They're moderators. But I know Sherry was remodeling her house. I think the last time I talked to Sherry, I think she was putting in a door in her house. I think. I am, because, plus during the summertime, Joanne, she was babysitting her grandkids. She has a swimming pool, and she has to be out there She has to be out there with her grandkids. You know how grandmothers are. They babysit during the summertime when, kids is out of school. And, I know, yeah, that's right, I did take my medicine. My blood pressure's up a little bit. People, I want to tell you, I'm not a doctor or a nurse practitioner, but from my experience, people get headaches, migraine headaches. I want to give you some advice. Like I say, I'm not a doctor or in the field. You might want to check your blood pressure. That's how I found out I had high blood pressure. Because of my headaches I had since I was in my 20s. I figured that was from the alcohol, Mary Jane. So people, if you get migraine headaches or headaches, you can go to a drugstore, get you a battery opera BP cup, take your blood pressure. And usually, because I did take my blood pressure medicine maybe an hour or so ago, so I got to take it easy. And you be safe. Take care of yourself. And like I said at the beginning of this video, we can learn from the Amish people. We can learn from them. They don't get sick like we do. They don't get the baby shots like we do. And if there's an Amish store there close where you live, they got cookbooks of the Amish, how they cook their food and can their food. I think they also got a book on medicines that they use. That's what happened to me. Since I'm taking blood pressure medicine, that had controlled my headache. I missed it for 2 days. I decided to take it today. Sometimes I can't remember. And I've been told to put it where you see it every day. Well, I got my medicine in a pill container in the bathroom. Everybody goes in the bathroom probably 2 to 20 times a day. And I decided to take it because my arthritis is acting up a little bit. And I got to take my arthritis medicine where I don't hurt so much. It's not strong. It's not strong like my son takes. If I would take some of his medicine, I'd be sleeping probably 20 hours plus a day. I wouldn't get nothing done. And people, I'm going to do this again. I'm going to give you my post office box. It's Tom Cartwright at Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111. If you want to send gift cards, for maybe Tractor Supply, Walmart got, I don't know how big bag of cat food they got, but Tractor Supply got the multiple cats. You can go to Tractor Supply webpage and you see I'm not lying. If I could turn my camera around, I'll show you the bag. See that white bag there? That's the multiple cats. Yeah, the funny thing about it, Mel, I can't never remember. Just like I got a calendar in here. I got a calendar in the bathroom. The one in the bathroom got all the doctor's appointments on it. And since I would thank you, Mel, for your service. People, I do it usually when, MK, or because he's a male nurse. He got a heck of a job in the hospital as a nurse. I don't know, I think he's in trauma or whatever, but thanks to him, I found out. People, since Mel's in here, and she's a nurse, and Mel, you can confirm if I'm right. People, this is why the nurses wake you up when you're sleeping. When they wake you up to take your blood pressure, if you're not comatose or in a coma, they wake you up when they take your blood pressure where you will not smack the crap out of the nurse. That's why they I know when I had my heart attack, well, the hospital that I went to closed down because they had some bad doctors that got felony charges on them. They was heart doctors. They put pacemakers in that people didn't need. My heart doctor got 42 months in federal prison. I heard he passed away in prison. Probably a heart attack. I don't know. Federal prison life, since he was a doctor, he probably had a golf course. You know, some of them federal prison is golf courses or nursing home. You got them made in some federal prison. But this hospital I was in, it was called KMC Hospital in Clarksville, Indiana. It was a good hospital. If you had a heart attack or stroke, 9 chances out of 10, that's where you're gonna go. Mel, I would tell you something. These new hospital beds, this was back in 15, 16, 17. Somewhere there I had my heart attack. And, you know, you got all these fancy buttons on your bed where you can raise it up, feet up, head up, lower, raise. And all at once, it acted like my mattress is going flat. So I buzzed the nurse. And I said, sorry to bug you, but I think I broke my bed. She said, what do you mean? Yeah, that's what you said the other night. And she said, the reason that bed does it, and the new beds, since they can't turn you in the bed, it gets you to moving. And where you won't get bed sores. That's how they explain it in my terms. You know, these hospital beds is getting very nice. But when I had my heart attack in that hospital, they checked on me, I guess, every 15 to 30 minutes, see if I was okay. And I went in on a Wednesday night. The doctor came in, I guess, Thursday morning, something like that, or Wednesday night, I can't remember. and said, "You're scheduled for surgery tomorrow." That's where they run the stent, down by your growing area, TV camera up and look, see if you got any blockage and all that. I had 40% blockage, only one. And people have that done, they go put a sandbag on you. I guess the females is the same way. They put a sandbag on you when they take you to your room, or when you come out of surgery, or after you have surgery. And they come in and lift the bag up and see if you're bleeding. Knock on wood, after maybe a couple of hours after anesthesia finally wore off. So you can get out of bed and walk to the bathroom if you need to go to the bathroom, this and that. Well, I got my tail chewed out. I got out of bed, I started walking down one hallway, up the other hallway, back and forth. I've done that. The nurse came in and said, "Mr. Cartwright, you're not supposed to do that." I said, "Man, I don't want to stay in this hospital." Yeah, that's how they explain it to me. Bed sores and all that. It's like an air mattress. I didn't see any air going to, but it could. I didn't get up and look, but I was hoping to get out of the hospital on a Friday. The heart doctor came in. I said, "I want to go home." I said, "I'm worrying about my kitty cats." My son had a job. He stopped there, gave them water and food and stuff like that. I knew he would do that for his good dad. And he was there when I had surgery, because I thought I had 2 stents blockage. I only had 1, he told me, even to this day, in case I forget. And the heart doctor came in and said, "Well, we're going to keep you another day, Mr. Cartwright." I said, "Doctor, I was hoping to go home today." And I told that heart doctor, if I'm not out here by 12 o'clock tomorrow, which was on a Saturday, I'm going to walk out. By 11 o'clock, he done signed the papers to release me. Because, I worry about my kitty cats. It's like your kids. He did when he was young. I don't know what the color of his eyes is. You won't see him on video. That's one thing he hides. If I'm filming in my car, he hides. I guess he don't want anybody to look at him. And I don't even know his email. It's a weird email, which I don't even remember what it is. He told me one day, and I can't remember. I can't remember his phone number. Lucky I got his phone number in my phone, because I couldn't remember it. When he was young, he had blonde hair, blue eyes. He's getting a belly on him. I told him, I said, "You need to go out about 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Walk to the mailbox. You got to get your exercise. You got to exercise those muscles." And sometimes he will, sometimes he don't. When I go, I take my walking stick, and I walk to the mailbox. Then I come back home, he has any mail, I put it on the tote. That way he knows where it is. That's one thing, people. I don't charge him any rent. He buys his own food. He cooks his own food. I buy my own food. I eat my own food. Because what I cook, he won't eat. Because I like meatloaf with onions. And so you put 1 or 2 eggs in the meatloaf. He won't do that. He won't put peppers and other stuff you're supposed to put in the meatloaf. He won't eat it. I said, can you put a few onions in it? No. But what I'm going to get him to do, it depends if we get the food stamps this month. I'm going to buy some onions. Or maybe 1 onion. 1 onion will last me a month. And ask him to make half of the meatloaf with onions in it. If he will or not, I don't know. Just have to wait and see. And another thing I'm going to do, if we get our food stamps this month, is go to the store, buy Polish sausage or something like that, cut them up, put them in a frying pan, get some red or green or yellow peppers, cut them off, put them in the pan. And some onions, cut them up, put them in the pan. You know, when you all go to a fair, you get Polish sausage with onions and all this stuff. That's about what this is, but you cut them. I probably won't be on until maybe 2. I don't, usually Monday I'm not on, but since they took Charlie off of Hudson and Rex, I'm kind of boycotting them. Because I usually watch it from the time they come on to the time they go off. Right now, Wave 5-0's on. But usually people, Sunday, I do a church service, but I wasn't getting that many views. But God would tell me to start it back up when He's ready. So I want to thank you all, and thank you all that has subscribed. Thank my moderators. Thank my new moderator. Thank you, Joanne. You beat me to it. But you never know where I'm going to be, on here or Prison Live Studio. You're never going to know. I'm trying to be myself the way God wants me to be. And I don't care if you've been in jail or prison. God says you deserve a second chance. I don't want to know what you've been in jail for or prison. It's not up to me to judge you. It's up to God to judge you. You know, it's up to God to judge you. He's the judge, the jury, the prosecutor, the public defender, the police officer. He's all of them. He makes the final choice if you go to heaven or you go to the fireplace. So just remember that, people. Don't hate people. Be nice to people. No racism. You know, don't hate people, because no matter the color of our skin, people, remember that from health or biology, we got one thing in common. We have red blood. There's different types of red blood, but we all have red blood. I have for stupid stuff when I was young. Didn't know better when I was young. You know, that's stupid being growing up young, getting in trouble. It follows you around the rest of your life. People remember, your younger people, remember that. Stay out of trouble because you get arrested, it's going to follow you the rest of your life. Unless you prove to the people that you have changed. With God's help, people, you could change. So I want to thank you all for tonight. I'm not going to be on here no more tonight because it's Sunday night. Parents want to spend time with their kids before they have to get up and go to school or go to work. But also, people, remember, watch out for them yellow school buses in the morning and afternoon. Watch out for the school zones. Get your dash cam to protect you. All you heard the story before. So I love you all. Thank my YouTube family for being here and keep me from going bananas. I love you all.